Hey everybody, I am at the Satanic Temple in Salem, Mass. I'm going to interview my friend Thomas Vallor, who is a Satanist, a witch, and a tour guide in this lovely town. We got 3 sauces to try from TorchBearer. Let's get to it. Hi everybody, welcome to Fire and Flavor. I'm with Thomas Vallor. He is a tour guide, a witch, a Satanist, and one of the coolest people I know. So thanks for making some time with me today, man.
Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time coming. We've known each other for years actually, through the internets, and we've only met one other time, so this is kind of cool.
I know him from memes. He's a meme master.
Oh, a memester. A memester. So we also have a few hot sauces we're gonna try along this journey of questions. We're gonna talk about Satanism.
And the dog.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. We have Satan too.
The dog's name's Satan.
Satan. So I got 3 hot sauces with us today that we're gonna try throughout this adventure. We have them all from TorchBearer. We have the Smokey Horseradish sauce, the Son of Zombie wing sauce, and the Reaper garlic sauce, which is scary. How did you get pulled into Salem's history and witchcraft? What got you into all of this?
Well, when I first moved to Salem, I was in high school, and I was kind of an outcast. But I really liked acting, and like I would hang out downtown Salem. Like at the time, Salem downtown, there was just a lot of like punk rock kids and like ravers and stuff would just like hang out along. This is a long time ago. And somewhere along the line, someone was like, "Hey, you do acting? You should try to work as a tour guide." And then being in the tour industry is where I opened my mind to the history and witchcraft and all of that. But really what first drew me here was just Halloween. I just love Halloween. That's like, I could have moved away from Salem, but I was like, I like Halloween, I'm gonna stay. And then that led me to where I am now.
It's the Halloween capital. I've been here for like 40 minutes and I've seen like probably like 30 goth people walk by dressed like witches. It's fucking crazy. Not my everyday thing, but it's probably yours.
Yeah. You get used to it, it stops being weird.
So like what inspired you to start the Satanic Walking Tours? Because you used to do the witch tour guides, right? And then you kind of transitioned into something else.
Yeah, I've always loved teaching people about history and the occult. I love witchcraft. But one of the major hang-ups that I always have was that I'm not much of a supernaturalist. Like, I'm more of an atheist and a scientist. So that side of witchcraft always kind of got on my nerves. And in discovering the Satanic Temple, I was able to balance science into my religious beliefs. And then I realized that's what my walking tours needed too. That I'm sick of ghost stories, sick of people saying, "Oh, there's orbs." Like, it's dust. All that crap, I'm done. So to create a tour that comes from the scientific and rebellious perspective is good. And that's the thing about the Satanic Temple is that it's all about embracing the spirit of rebellion. So telling the stories of history related to rebellion is kind of part of the angle. Like, I'm actually really passionate about how ghost stories are taking over all tourist towns. Like, it's not just Salem, it's literally everywhere. All the tours are people just like talking about fake stuff. And there's real stuff to talk about. It's a complete waste of time. Like,
It's fair. There's so many like experiences you can have that are just, you can believe they're a ghost like experience, supernatural experience, but it's probably just your imagination most of the time, I think.
Or like with the photos, they take a photo and people always see a person or a face because that's what your brain does.
Right.
It's called pareidolia.
Pareidolia, yes.
Yeah. So your mind's gonna make sense. The first thing that your brain sees is gonna be a face because that's what we as people see,
Right. Yeah, it's like when you look at a cloud and you see Satan floating around. Not
Yeah.
Satan the dog. Well, you could. Yeah. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. So how has your own practice shaped the way that you tell these stories in your tours, though? Like, how does your own practice, like, through your religion and the way you view history around here shaped that?
So part of the reason that I'm able to do what I do is the jokes, and having the freedom to be able to say what I want I found that I kind of will say things that are slightly more controversial, but are making a point, and that actually really, really gets through to people a lot better. So I wouldn't be able to do that without the Satanic Temple backing me. Like every once in a while at the end of the tour, someone will say, do you ever have problem customers, or do you ever have people complain? And I'm like, barely. Like if someone complains, like I'm like, who is my manager? Satan? Like go call 666, buddy. Like there's no one. Like you can't call up like the founders of the Satanic Temple and complain about they literally don't care. Like they know what I say. When I first started the tour, I was like, it's really important, I think, that we make the connections between the religious fanaticisms of the Puritans and the foundational beliefs of the country and how it leads to a lot of the issues we're having today. And that's exactly the type of stuff that the Satanic Temple fights for, in the public sphere. So it was perfect.
It is perfect. It was like destiny. And, the Satanic Temple itself is a very controversial place, if you will. I find it to be a lovely place. And like I was telling you, I come here once a year. I think it's great. I love all the art. I love how, like, it's a black building. I'll fucking put it up eventually. But it's rad here, man. I love it. And you're very lucky to do what you do. And it definitely helps foster your beliefs, you know what I mean? Of where, like, hey, I might be controversial from time to time, but, the place I work for is controversial in itself.
And I'm making jokes.
Exactly.
It's just jokes.
And I feel like anyone that would complain about your tour or whatever has never taken your tour. They're just some, like, troll.
Yeah, I had someone walk by as I made a joke about how most people who come to Salem, they don't come here for the maritime history, and that's boring. And like literally, she walked by and just heard me say that, and then went and complained to people. Tom's going around saying that history is boring. He's a bad representative for the city's history. And I'm like, no, that's not, you didn't even hear what I said. You missed the joke.
Yeah.
Like
Totally twisting your words on you, dude. That's kind of whack. All right, I think it's time for a hot sauce. We're gonna start with the Smokey radish from TorchBearer.
Where are these spoons from? Did you steal them from someone's grandma's display?
I actually took them from her grave.
Oh my God. Happy Halloween.
All right. Anyways, I've been unscrewing this for like 10 years. This smells really good. You want to give it a whiff?
Smoky.
So the main pepper in this one is a chipotle pepper, which is just a smoked jalapeno. I don't know if you knew that. But if you didn't,
when I first learned that, I was actually kind of mad that different things roasted become different things. I was like, these fuckers, I felt like I've been lied to for years. Like, how dare you just roast it and now it's something different? I didn't know, but now I do.
Smoky radish.
I really like horseradish.
I do too. I like that. That wasn't too hot. It has that Dijon ride at the end though. I like that.
That feels like it wasn't a hot sauce. It was just a sauce that was hot.
Yeah, it's not bad. I like it. It's garlicky.
Yeah, I
do have a little like ting in the back of my throat, and that's fine. That's fine, man.
What does that remind me of? I mean, what is traditionally horseradish is used in some. What is horseradish used in?
Dijon mustard, I think.
Yeah, that's not enough though. They need more.
Because there is Dijon mustard in this.
It's reminding me of some old New England food that I had at some point. I don't know what old New England food has horseradish. I don't know.
I've been in New England my whole life. I don't know, man. But I'm gonna try again. If you want to, you can too, but you don't have to. This is squeezy. You want some more?
Just a little.
There you go. A little poop. All right. A little poop. Right. That's a good one.
I like the little chunks.
I do too. I like when they don't strain it so much that it's all vinegar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a nice balance. Oh,
The dog really wants some. I'm sorry, buddy. No.
Sorry, bud.
Coffee is a good palate cleanser, though, for real.
It is. Isn't it? Well, so if you like go to some, I don't know, I haven't really been to any like Massachusetts dispensaries, but I've been to one in Maine. I've been to one in Colorado. I've been to one in Rhode Island. Anyways, they always have coffee beans out for you to smell because it cleanses your palate.
Between smelling the
web. Between smelling
That's amazing.
Because it just like cleanses you out, man.
Wait, is this gonna go on YouTube? Are we not allowed to talk about?
You can talk about I don't care.
No, on YouTube they hear the word the algorithm, like the secret things, just take your shit down. You don't even know.
I'll just freaking censor it.
And no, we don't smoke.
We don't smoke. We just did it. Getting into our like second set of questions, we're gonna start talking about witchcraft and history. I know this is something you are very well versed in. This is like where you started, right?
Very.
Yeah. So, what are like the biggest myths about the Salem witch trials?
Oh my, I don't even know where to begin. The biggest myths. Oh, okay, so I could just go down a list. Like, okay, biggest myths of the Salem witch trials. One, that it was the little girls being bitches. That is the worst. That is the worst thing. People think the lesson of the Salem witch trials is that teenagers are gossiping bitches, and that's what you're supposed to learn. No, it was their dads. The second thing is when people think that they were burned instead of hanged, because in pop culture they always do burning with the Salem witch trials because that's more dramatic, right? But that happened more in Europe during the early modern era. And I mean, there's so many. There's the myths about where people get confused about where the Salem witch trials happened. There are conspiracy theory people that say that the witch trials didn't even happen in Salem, that it's secretly all a big scam and it happened somewhere else. Right, literally. Then there's people who get confused about the location of Gallows Hill. There's so much. There's so much.
All right.
Oh, the fungus in the bread?
Fungus in the bread.
Oh my God, the theory about, why did they go so crazy? It wasn't that they were a backward society with the stupid religion and like, broken culture. It was just fungus in their bread. Like, no. It was that they were a backward society with a messed up religion and a broken culture.
So they think they're eating this bread that had like mold or fungus growing in it and going crazy.
So this theory comes from the 1976, I forget the year, somewhere middle of the 1970s, a college master's thesis. But this woman, she literally lived at Haight-Ashbury. And she said the Salem witch trials was caused by LSD. And it went hugely popular, but it was immediately debunked by actual historians, but still published widely in like Science magazine and stuff like that, which gave it all this credit. And then decades and decades later, people still believe this theory when it was never a real thing. No one actually took it seriously.
That's crazy.
It was immediately debunked, but people still today, it goes viral on the internet. And that's what I say too. A fake thing going viral on the internet is closer to what causes witch hunts than fungus in the bread.
Absolutely. 100%, man. You give people wrong information, especially on like a platform that just like loves to spread that shit. All that like sensational crap, then people are going to believe that.
Especially a good clickbait headline.
Yeah.
Like, wait, the Salem witch trials was just tripping face. Like, ugh.
It sucks how that works, huh?
And then no one learns the true lesson,
How do you explain what witchcraft really is compared to the way that pop culture would portray it?
Well, there's a lot of different ways to approach explaining witchcraft to people who don't know anything about it, tourists and stuff. And like depends on how they ask, like which type of answer I'll give them. But like generally speaking, I explain it just by saying witchcraft is religion based on ancient earth-based ideas. And then the most important thing in witchcraft is that there's no such thing as good and evil. It's all about balance type. So imbalance is evil and balance is good, Like the concept of there being such a thing as pure good or pure evil, it is fairly recent in history compared to the stuff that influences witchcraft.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really good way to put it. Balance. There is no all one or the other, because there has to be.
Because people will be like, do you do black magic or white magic? And it's like, oh my God, stop asking that. That's not how it works.
It's kind of goofy. What do you wish more people understood about witchcraft in history versus witchcraft today?
So if you mean like the persecution of people for witchcraft versus what modern witches practice, I mean, the only important thing is for people to know that the other stuff is completely fake, that there's no such thing as witches, that it was just invented by crazy people. But then on the other hand, real witches have adopted that word and we use it, and we are real, and that is based in something in history, but they are two completely different things, you know?
So one could be seen as like derogatory almost, like in...
I mean, I have old lady, like it's so funny when I tell people like, oh, that such and such is offensive to witches a little, and it's like, sounds goofy as hell, but like I literally have old lady witch friends that get so annoyed, and it like they look hurt, like they're always murdering children in movies, but in real life they've spent like half a century to an entire century doing the opposite of murdering children, raising them and making life and doing all that, and then in the movies it's just like it's just mean to women and the elderly in general. Like there's a new movie that everybody loves, and everybody's talking about it. I won't say it, won't spoil it. Everybody goes, oh, it's so good. And I keep, just today, earlier, I mentioned this, and someone was like, it is actually really good, though. So I read the synopsis, and it's a witch. Yeah. There's a twist, is that it's a witch. And I'm like, come up with an original idea. Why are we still doing this?
I think I know the movie you're talking about, and I saw it, and I did enjoy it, but I agreed, because it's so just like...
And there's all the memes that make the witch cool, though. I'm like, she kind of seems cool, though. She has a cool outfit.
I mean, yeah, she's a pretty quirky looking lady.
Quirky, yeah. And that's also insulting too, because the crazy aunt that wears funny outfits is always secretly a bitch and evil. Like that's messed up, man. Crazy aunts are cool as hell.
It's true. I have a crazy aunt. I love her to death. Yeah. She's fucking awesome, man. So, how do you balance storytelling and accuracy when audiences sometimes expect superstition and spectacle? You know?
Well, that goes straight back to just making jokes. When I'm talking about like the Quakers, most people think of the Quakers as like the most boring thing, and that's how we learn about them in school. Like the Quakers are boring, right? Mm-hmm. They're the oatmeal guy. What do they even do? Exactly. See, you laughed. And then, so is it kind of just people pay attention, and like you just add a little joke in there every once in a while. Is all that really matters. But like, also I think people can tell that I give a shit, that I actually care about what I'm talking about. So that I think keeps people engaged more. But yeah, like what I say on my tour is, well, I don't say this every tour, but I often will say random stuff. And one of the things I'll rant about is, most people who come to Salem to learn about the witch trials, that's too heavy. They need something to balance it out. Mm-hmm. And for some people, it will be, I'm gonna learn about the witch trials and I'll do the ghost stories. And other people, it's like, I'm gonna learn about the witch trials and modern witchcraft. And for some people, jokes is enough. Like, and you can just to lighten it just enough, you know?
Cool.
The spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down.
Yeah, right? Just makes it a little sweeter to swallow. That's fucking awesome,
Or I should think of a hot sauce metaphor for that. The spoonful of...
fiery something. Well, speaking of hot sauce, I think we're going to move on to our second one. If you need to
They all have funny
re-cleanse your
names.
palate. They all do have funny names. This one is...
This one makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. Son of Zombie.
Like, did you ever had the dad?
I don't know. Well, I have another one called, I think it's called Zombie Apocalypse.
So do you think this is a takeoff of that?
I think it is. This one might be a little thicker. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet, so.
Well,
we're gonna shake it. Satan, I'm so sorry. I love you so much.
You can't have any.
This one smells considerably hotter.
Uh-oh.
It smells pretty spicy, and the main pepper in this one there are two. It's ghost peppers and habaneros, so it's a notch up.
Ghost pepper hurts me, but habanero I can deal with.
All right, well.
I like the ghost pepper tequila infused drink.
Oh.
But I have to drink it real slow at the Bit Bar.
Bit Bar.
I mean, you're right. Do
it's ads. A plug. All right, can I poot you? I'm trying to like squeeze it.
I feel like it's gonna drop into the dog's eyes. There we go.
There we go. Oh no!
Oh, he literally landed on the dog.
Hold on, I got you. Poor Satan.
Wait, I have to lick it off.
Okay, lick it off. Wait.
Ready for tasting?
This is fucked up. Hold on. All right, 1, 2, 3.
It's actually really good.
That is really good. It's hot though. Like just like punched me in this nostril.
Because
it's,
because
sweet.
I sucked it off the dog, the hotness didn't hit me as quickly.
Satan's like, oh,
I gotta
that
make
was
sure it
fun.
doesn't get in his eyes.
Oh, he's good. You're such a champ, buddy. That's actually really tasty.
Nom, nom, nom.
I was kind of a.
It smelled fairly plain, but yeah, it
has like a little sweetness to it. I wish I could read these ingredients, but oh, I can. Honey, that's the first one.
Oh.
Apple cider vinegar, tomato paste, water, garlic, ghost pepper, habanero, white vinegar, brown sugar. I definitely tasted that. Canola oil, lemon juice, molasses, mandarin orange, diced tomato, carrots.
See, you
There's
gotta
so
read
much
off the
shit.
ingredients. Because once you've said all that, I'm really tasting it now.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, yeah, oranges. Whoa.
I didn't think I could read this.
Why do you need your glasses? I can read it.
Wait, I got it. Diced tomato, carrots, mustard powder, turmeric,
That's too much.
garlic powder, onions, salt, crushed.
Why is
red
there carrots?
texture thing?
They already have enough sweet things, so it's not for the sweetness.
It's usually for a texture thing to add a little thickness to it without using something like, I'm gonna make sure it's not in here. No, it's not, like xanthan gum,
Right.
stuff like that. It's a natural thickener. So you add stuff like that for, a little bit of natural sweetness, but also just to like thicken it up a bit.
But it's not overly sweet.
No, it's not. No.
In fact, I feel like there was too much vinegar. That one could have used less vinegar and more sweetness.
You heard him,
Send a letter
TorchBearer.
to the editor.
You heard him, TorchBearer.
With all those sweet ingredients, I'm mad it's less sweet now. I want it to be more sweet.
You want it to be more sweet?
I'm sure they have one that is, though. They probably got a bunch of things.
Probably. I had like a whole pack of them, and I chose these three because I felt like they went up in heat, like the most like straight path. They had some like barbecue sauces and stuff. I'll throw it up on the screen for anyone watching.
And I find I'm able to deal with really, really spicy Indian food more than I am with hot sauces. And I'm not sure what it is that's different, because it's all capsaicin, right?
Yeah, I think Indian spices tend to hit a little different. I'm not sure, like curry powders and stuff. It's just a whole different thing, man.
No,
I
they
actually
straight up be
almost brought
adding
a curry
they'll-
sauce.
Every once in a while, if you go to some Indian places and you order like, oh, can I get extra spicy? You'll see that they're literally pouring capsaicin oil into it.
Oh, that's
because it
crazy.
floats to the top, and you're like, you're cheating.
Yeah. Oh, that's messed up. Oh, that sounds miserable.
That's why you always get medium heat.
At an Indian restaurant, dude. There's this place.
Yeah,
where
medium heat. Like that's like they make fun of white people. They go, do you want white people hot or? And you're like, medium. Like,
Dude, there's this Chinese restaurant where I live, and every time I order extra hot, they don't. There's no sense of heat at all, and I'm like, I mean it. Can you? I actually had to stop going there because like they
didn't believe you?
They didn't believe me, man. And I was like, I'm sorry, place over there that I'm not gonna name.
don't name it.
But it's like, I don't want. If you're asking for heat, you want heat. But
That's the other thing I learned
funny.
too. When I first started, I had never been into spicy food until I started eating Indian food, and it opened my mind like it's happening right now. Are you high? I feel like I get high off of spices.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like I'm feeling it.
If
It's like an uplifting. Like I'm like, yeah. The first time I ever had Indian food, I was like, bro, like what's happening right now?
You eat enough, dude. It gets your endorphins going, and it's like
It works on me.
natural high.
My endorphins are like,
100%. I ate the one chip challenge one chip.
Ew.
It's fucking disgusting.
No, why would you do that to yourself? It's
Someone
not even
else
fun.
asked me that, dude. Another person
Did you
asked
say
me
one
that.
bite? You don't even need to eat
I
the whole
ate the
chip.
whole thing,
Oh.
man. I had the sweat and the boogers.
Wait, is that on video? Can I go
No,
watch this?
No, I
Oh,
wish.
you couldn't put it up. It's too much.
This was like before I started doing this. I was like,
You wouldn't
yeah,
even
I can
want.
try it.
No one wants to
Dude,
see that.
I had to go upstairs in the bathroom, and I like got naked and curled in the fetal position for like 20 minutes. We can hop into Halloween and pop culture, which is huge around here. Definitely kind of central to Salem.
I tell people, if you have a problem with cheesy pop culture shit, keep it to yourself while you're in Salem. We love this stuff.
Exactly, man, exactly. You could drive a few blocks from here and you'll see the house from Hocus Pocus, you know what I mean? That's a huge freaking tourist trap thing people drive by all the time.
Oh, they have to block off the street because so many people go up and down the street.
Oh, really?
They're like, it's just a house.
So it's just a walking.
They're just taking a
thing
picture
now.
from outside, and it's that much. The people who live there are elderly people, and they're like annoyed, but they're really nice. So what they do is they shut off all the lights, and they stay in the back room. People think, oh, no one's home, and they'll start like going on the porch and take like, get out of here.
Yeah, that's wild, dude. I didn't know it was that bad. I mean, aren't we all, dude? So why do you think people are drawn to fear haunted houses, horror movies, and spooky festivals, since Salem is kind of central to that?
Why do I think they were drawn to fear?
Yeah, you know, just like being scared. You know, like they have tons of haunted houses here. So like, what do you think kind of like drives that like thrill seek almost, especially in a town like this?
Generally, I mean, honestly, the obvious psychological answer is that people who either go through traumatic events, traumatic things help them to cope, or it's people who have never been through anything in their life and are bored with life and kind of seek trauma in order to kind of enrich that side of them. I think that's the two main people. Like when I go, like, and then for me, I see that when I go through a haunted house, I don't actually like, you know, the jumps get me and they scare, but I'm more entertained watching other people's reactions. So when I go through a haunted house, I stand in the back and I like make points and I go, help the people, like to scare my friends and stuff. That for me is more fun, to like help them to have fun. So even though I personally I'm not huge on horror and the scares and stuff like that, I really love that other people are into it, you know?
You love seeing them get into that action and stuff.
Like, I hate this Terrifier stuff, man. That clown.
I've never seen it.
Dude, don't.
Is it terrifying?
It's torture porn times 10. And then, like, I have friends that are like, oh, but I'm an artist, and I like it because they have such good practical effects. It's stated, and I'm like, dude, it's just guts, and they're sawing naked people in half. Like,
yeah.
I guess that's impressive.
I mean, yeah, but
I don't need to see it.
Yeah, you know, I'm not really a big gore fiend either.
Yeah,
you know? I don't mind if it's like over the top. So I had this guy on the show a while back, and all of his hot sauces were horror movie themed.
See, that's fun,
which
though.
was freaking cool, right? So like he would take like the most iconic parts or characters from horror movies and make a sauce based off of them. And we were talking about a movie, is one of Peter Jackson's first movies, Dead Alive.
Yes, I love that one.
So
I thought you were going to
good.
say Meet the Feebles.
We did talk about that too. But dude, it's just so like over the top gory, and the kung fu priest and shit.
The lawnmower scene.
Yeah, dude.
And you think it's over, and then it just keeps going.
Keeps going and going, dude. That movie is classic. Like that's the kind of like.
And someone was like, he should do Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Like what?
How do you go from this to that?
What?
It's so wild. But he, I don't know, dude. It's just, that's the kind of like gore I like. Where
It's
like
actually
so
comedic.
Comedic and over the top. Kind of like how like Evil Dead was like, it's very comedic, but the first one tried so hard to be a real horror movie.
The second one was perfect.
The second one, they're like, all right, no, people are thinking this is funny.
I was so confused the first time I watched the second one.
Yeah,
I was like, what is happening?
Yeah,
isn't this already happened?
Isn't this the same movie?
This is better.
The same main character? What the hell's happening here? All right, so how do you think that witches and Satanists are misrepresented every October here? I mean, it's all year round, I'm sure.
Well, I think Salem is one of the few places that we have the opportunity to represent ourselves properly. Sure, there's the cheesy stuff and the cartoonish, depictions, etc. And obviously that's the majority of people and what they see and what they experience. But anybody who is willing to learn or like ask questions, it's here for them to find. So it's not that bad here. Kind of on a tangent from there, one of the things that bothers me every single October when it comes to witchcraft and Satanism is the myth and the viral meme that people spread around the internet. Be careful of your black cats because some sick people might steal them. This time of year, be careful of your black cats. And there's literally no record of that happening ever. Like maybe like some, messed up teenage kids would torture a black cat because they're stupid or something, but like actual like Satanists or witches in any way, shape, or form sacrificing a cat has literally not happened. In the last time people sacrificed a cat in witchcraft was like the ancient Celts or something for like their harvest or some shit. Like, and yet I see like professional veterinarians and like actual, adoption centers. What's the dog? The pound.
ASPCA.
Yeah, like, well, they're not that stupid. They don't share it, but a lot of the places do, and they'll share this thing like, watch out for your black cats. And what it does is, black cats and black dogs are still the least adopted, and the more of them get euthanized. So by spreading these memes about protect black cats, you are then getting more killed.
Right.
It's so annoying.
That sucks.
And it's a perfect example of like hysteria or like moral panic or like a witch hunt type thing, you know?
It's like satanic panic for cats.
Yeah, literally.
Absolutely.
Makes me so
and
mad.
Doggies. And doggies.
Yeah, black dogs are still the least adopted dogs. What's up with that?
And they're still the cutest. I love your like, you have this like crazy hairdo going on, bud.
I met a lady who had a poodle the other day. She had a large poodle that looked just like him, had the same haircut. And she was
really?
like, what? She was shocked that he had the same haircut. And she goes, yeah, they call that the flop top.
The flop top.
That's what they call it.
That's a name. I love it.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, flop top.
But he's got this like eraser head like thing.
Yes.
It's like, I love it. Do you have a personal favorite Halloween tradition in Salem?
I gotta say, I love the Halloween dog costume contest. It's called the Halloween Pet Parade. But usually I don't have enough time to get him a costume or whatever. So I just swing by and check out. It's ridiculous. Some of these people's costumes for the dogs are just goofy as hell, but it's so good. I don't know, there's a lot that happens. Like honestly, one of my favorite things to do in Salem on Halloween night is just to wander around and just look at all the stuff happening. And when people stay in character, that's one of my favorite things, when someone dresses up as a thing and then acts like that for the night.
And they don't switch it off.
I was just talking to about this with at the store on the way here, literally having the same conversation. Oh, I love when people stay in character. And the girl was like, except for the other day when someone came in dressed as a mime and and literally kept acting like a mime during her entire interaction.
No way, dude.
Like,
oh my god.
They're like, oh, I'm sorry, you're trying to buy cigarettes. Can I see your ID? And they're like, pulled out a fake wallet. Like, no, I really need your ID, sir. Like,
that's probably the funniest thing I've ever heard. Dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I think of that question, it makes me think. There's this guy. He comes to my city. I know he's here all the time. Big Top Tiny. You ever see? Yeah, he's
Big
awesome.
Top Tiny.
Dude. I love his artwork, dude.
Everybody loves him.
He's freaking sick, but he does not break character, dude. He is just like a spooky motherfucker.
I mean, he's not in character to break. He's just he's just a raver. He's just a clown murder guy.
Yeah, dude. He's a clown and he's gonna murder you.
And while we're doing a rave, though, it's always the music is always like zong 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 jing 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 zong zong, and he's like strutting. Like,
dude, that's crazy. Yeah, he comes. He comes to my town all the time, or not my old town.
Well, the best during COVID, when street performers were banned on the main street downtown, they could only wander around the periphery of downtown. So it'd be the end of the night, you're getting out of work, wandering down the street, and there'd be no one there, and he would be in the neighborhoods coming down the middle of the street, and you're like, cool, that's like something to see in the distance coming at me as a weird silhouette.
Doesn't he carry like a big hammer or something?
A very large blood
like a mallet.
Covered mallet.
Yeah, dude, he's like Evil Clown Gallagher.
Evil Clown Gallagher.
Evil Clown Gallagher.
I should bring him a watermelon one of these days.
We should bring him painted like a head. Oh, we grow him a watermelon in a thing that's like shaped like a Frankenstein head.
Yes.
We're coming up on our last sauce to try, and
oh my god, I'm so excited.
This one is actually a freaking doozy.
You better not hurt me. I just want a small dot.
This might hurt. So this is the garlic Reaper sauce from TorchBearer. The ingredients: Carolina Reaper right in front, garlic, canola oil, water, distilled vinegar, lime juice, granulated garlic, mustard powder, chili powder, and salt.
So this is just the pepper.
This is pretty much just the pepper.
So I'm gonna taste what this tastes like.
Oh, and garlic. Yeah, I've had this one before, but it's been a while. Last time I had it, I accidentally had doused some wings in it, and it just kind of annihilated me.
It was too much for the wings?
It was hot. Well, I accidentally dumped it on. I usually just put a little bit and I shake it, and then...
One time I was at a church party, and me and my friend who were vegetarian decided we got really, like we thought, I don't know, we were kids, really spicy hot sauce, and we snuck over, we put it on all the chicken, and then we like left. And apparently someone saw us doing it, and the word got around, and everybody thought we poisoned them.
Ow.
And there was literally, someone was like, "Stop eating the chicken!" And one guy was like, "I don't know, I remember he was like a British guy. We were looking from the other room, and he goes, "Actually, they taste quite better now." Like, so no, we didn't poison you, it was just hot sauce, and it didn't work. They weren't hot enough to trick people.
Well, if you want to do that again, I can't really see you setting foot in a church. This is the one to do it with. Here, you want to give it a whiffy?
Yeah, I don't really smell much, but the vinegar.
Good.
Let's see.
Where's my spoon? Here it is. All right.
Oh, I feel like we should have been doing cheers with our spoons.
We can
We'll do that for that time.
Yeah, for sure.
For the last one.
It's the last one.
Oh God, I'm so scared.
That's okay. Wait. I'll do a bigger one. See, just a little bit. And
Cheers.
It's pasty, dude. It's like thick. Ah.
Wow.
It's hot.
It comes on like really slow though.
A little smoky, garlicky.
No, you really taste the pepper. Oh yeah, here it is.
There.
It just takes it's like, why does it do that like that?
Those Reaper peppers are like time bombs, dude. They're kind of like slow to, and then you just feel it, because I got it all in the back of my mouth now.
Yeah, I made sure to get it in the front of my mouth. I don't want my throat burning.
Oh, I did want to compliment your sauce eating skills. You do the turn upside down.
Yeah, I want to put it on my tongue and taste it.
Yeah.
I don't want to choke.
Yeah. Wow. I've never just eaten a spoon of that.
Yo, I'm high as hell right now. I'm seeing space.
Time. Satan.
Oh my gosh, where are we, man? Oh my gosh. You know, maybe I should just eat a small dab of that in the morning before work.
Yeah, get the endorphins going.
I'm like,
oh, your eyes are watering.
I'm feeling great.
Good. It's like smelling salts for your mouth. Oh, man.
So, is a California Reaper roasted?
Carolina Reaper. There's a California Reaper, though.
Oh, did I say California?
You did.
See, my brain is that broken
But
right
it's
now.
a real thing. It's a real thing.
California Reaper's probably
This
lame.
is probably roasted.
Yeah, I can taste a little bit of roastiness. I
guessing
just
it's
like
from
the
the
flavor
garlic.
of pepper.
Yeah, no.
Like
This is a
pepper
good
itself
one.
is a delicious thing.
This is delicious itself, but man, it's an ass kicker.
Oh yeah, it's reaching my belly now.
Dude, yeah, California Reaper, Carolina Reaper is red. California Reaper actually is golden version of it. It's like
Okay.
grows gold.
And it's for pussies. No, edit that out.
Probably. Oh man, I don't think any of this is for pussies. Man, a couple weeks ago, I actually met the guy that created the Carolina Reaper. That was
Wow.
pretty awesome. He recognized me. I was like, damn, that's kind of cool.
So like he bred it from a different, what was it bred from then?
I think it was bred, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think the information is totally out there. I will figure it out and put it on the screen. It was from, I know habanero is one of them, and then some other kind of South American super hot pepper. Yeah. I mean, they're both kind of super hot, Habaneros are super hot in their own right, but Carolina
handle
Reaper
them.
is like 3 times as hot as one.
I forget what it was. There was something I would get somewhere that had lots of the habanero in it. Ooh, I'm just like,
Feeling
barely
good?
speak.
Feeling good? The endorphins, dude. That's why we do it. That's why we do it.
Is that why we do it? Oh.
I don't know. I mean, it does taste good. We're gonna we got 2 sets of questions left.
Nice.
How do you explain Satanism to someone who only knows the Hollywood devil version?
There's a lot of different, that's a question, to explain Satanism to someone depends on where they're coming from, how they're asking, or what way I want to approach it with the person. It could be really individualized or whatever. I don't know. I guess what I tell people is that the most important thing is that we don't believe in Satan as literal thing. And I'll say that, sometimes I'll say 2 or 3 times during my tour, I casually mention that we're atheist. I say we don't believe in, I say we yell hail Satan and we don't believe in Satan. And then later, someone on the tour will come up to me, hey, what's up? That was someone on my tour earlier.
Oh.
And someone will come up to me at the end of the tour and be like, so you guys don't believe in Satan? I'm like, bitch, I said that 4 times now. So I think it's hard for people to grasp. They think, why would you yell hail Satan then if you don't believe in it? And it's like, how do you not get it? You don't need to believe in it. I tell stories about Thor in the oak tree. I don't believe in Thor.
Right.
My favorite musical is Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah.
So the music is good.
It's more of an ideology, and it's not what people would normally think either. It's kind of just about being the best you can be without being very summarized, without being a piece of shit to everyone else around you. You know what I mean? That's how I view it, at least.
Yeah, the core of the Satanic Temple's, views is embracing rebellion and the spirit of rebellion against injustice. So it's not rebelling against just everyone. It's against people that are being a dick, you know? And I think that's something that's really useful. I remember a long time ago, somebody was talking about hippies and how, hippies are useless, da-da-da. And this old guy who had been a part of hippie stuff, he was like, no, real hippies get mad. He was like, you have to actually get upset and allow yourself to, care about stuff,
Right.
You can't just be like, oh, whatever. I think the Satanic Temple is a good way of helping to embrace, idealistically, the struggle for injustice. It's a good basis for a religion because that's just a good place to start for religion in general, I think Christianity, the core of it is, service and giving and compassion, which is great and useful, but sometimes you need someone to fight against authority,
Right. Right. Back to misconceptions. I have a family member who's very religious and knows that I come here and that I love it here, and they're like, so do you go to, what did he say? He said, do you go to worship or anything? I'm like, no, dude, there's nothing like that here. It's not about that at all.
Yeah.
It's really just like you'd said, the fight for injustice and, kind of that rebellion towards authority that we want to celebrate.
And that's where the Hollywood stuff makes people think that if you're in the Satanic Temple, it means that once a week we put on robes and we chant in a circle, we walk around with the candles and no. Those types of rituals are reserved for events or when we're doing protest or activism. Our actual services are just talking. Yeah. You should check out the services that are happening online more often. You have to pay for TST TV, which is the online. It's like the Satanic Temple Netflix, basically.
Nice.
But we do services maybe once a month, sometimes more often. But we used to do them once a week during COVID, when everybody was at home.
Yeah.
And now everybody is out, so it's harder to get stuff done. But yeah, I haven't been involved with it since they restarted it back up, but they've been on it.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I think they call it Hellmouth Services.
Hellmouth
pretty
Services.
Sure, yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, he's like, are you practicing? I'm like, there's nothing like that at all.
You can walk in the forest.
Yeah.
That's like going to church for a Satanist is you.
Yeah, exactly.
You I don't know.
He's like,
yell at a Karen.
Why do you have to call yourself a Satanist then? I'm like, it's not about what you think it is. He just could not get it through his head, and
that's why when I say certain people, you have to approach it differently. Right.
I think I finally got to him, and he just kind of stopped talking about it. It's basically all the good things that you like about your religion, You know what I mean? All the good
Just, like,
things minus all the weird,
I'm literally
like,
friends
bullshit.
with the Christian reverends and ministers at the churches in Salem. Like, I'm actually friends with a bunch of them. Like, we talk. Like, they love my dog.
Yeah.
Like, there's only one that I don't know personally. And I was just talking to a friend of mine who goes to the church. She's like, oh, yeah, that's been my church since I was a little kid. Father, what's his name, is super progressive. I'm like, see, even the Catholic Church, she's describing them as progressive. I'm like, Salem is different.
Yeah, this is a different place. This is a different place.
We're very lucky around here.
I love it here, man.
It's making my nose water.
I was about to ask how you're feeling.
It's the spice is gone. I'm feeling fine, but my nose is still running. I don't want to like grossly blow my nose on camera.
How are you feeling,
Like this.
Satan? You chilling? Like, sleeping? Oh,
He thought I was making a noise at him.
Tom sucks at the trumpet, huh? What does the Satanic Temple actually stand for, and how do you like incorporate that into your tours? I know you do a lot of humor. We've kind of gone over this a little bit already, but if there's anything you forgot, otherwise I'll just eat this shit out.
No, well, I actually the way that I wrote and composed this tour, my walking tour, every single stop has something to do with rebelling against authority. Every single story, and you know, so there's been years where, like you said earlier, like I did the witchcraft tour. I would tell the stories of Salem's history and relate each story to a lesson about witchcraft. Whereas in this case, I tell different stories and I relate it to a lesson about fighting authority. And that's actually really easy when it comes to history, because there's always good heroes and people that stick it to the man. They're really fun characters in history. Like I mentioned earlier, I like talking about the Quakers, because like one Quaker lady got naked at church as a protest. In colonial New England, she would get naked at church as a protest. That's amazing.
That is amazing.
She's the naked Quaker. That's what they call her. Google it, folks, the naked Quaker. Just be careful what you click.
True. So, like, do they punish her at all for that?
Oh yeah, tied to a post for one day.
Oh.
So everybody could beat her up as much as they wanted for one day.
That's
like you'd be out
up.
with the family, you'd be like, "Oh kids, I forgot the Quaker's on the post." They'd be like, "Yay, yay, Daddy, let's go get the Quaker."
Let's go throw a walnut at her.
Yeah, probably. Oh my God, that's so true. They probably were throwing black walnuts.
Maybe right here. I don't know.
Well, they're actually where the first settlement in Salem was right along the water, right over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're like basically at where the very
That's
first
sick.
settlers came. It was because the natives would camp right here.
And then we fucked them all up, and that sucks. Bad people. We're bad people. Not you and me, but
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
No, and then also, the Salem was like their summer camp area. Salem was kind of like the great place to go hang out and fish for the summer type place for the natives. And then, like, so this was like their fun place, and then the colonists just ruined their fun summer place. Like, damn it.
Man, there's tons of resources here, so of course we had to freaking ruin it for everyone else.
That was what it was.
It's like, oh, here's the native vacation place. Let's go freaking be tyrants. So why do you think people are so quick to fear Satanism?
I think, well, Satanism itself understands that people are going to misunderstand it and fear it because of the name and the way that we have, played off of the mythology. But that's what makes it good, because that's a filter for ignorance. So anybody who's immediately afraid and then just shuts off and walks away, we don't want them around usually.
No.
But someone who is curious or wants to understand or ask more questions, then they do. And that's the type of people that using, the formula or the mythology of Satanism will draw in. People that will, more open-minded, or at least give things a chance. Because once you read into it, you're like, oh, okay, it's not scary, right?
No.
So it's a filter for ignorance.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it works for my walking tour too.
That's great.
Like the name of the tour has the word Satan in it. I don't get some like jerk from some middle of the country who's going to hate on it. They would never sign up in the first place. It says the word Satan in the title.
They're afraid of it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's just a fucking name, dude. You know what I mean? I love it, man. How do you personally respond to pushback or misconceptions about what you do?
Well, I mean, I'm an educator. I've always been very diplomatic, and as an interfaith minister, I think helping different religions to understand each other, like, has always been something that I've been interested in. So, I don't know, jokes.
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 Well, it goes back to, if you don't have humor, man, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like,
Literally.
if you can't have a sense of humor about anything,
and that's like with the Satanic Temple's activism is so funny. Like, that's one of the first things that most people learn about the Satanic Temple is you'll hear about one of their campaigns. It's just something super funny.
Right.
Like the people who run the reproductive rights campaign, killing me. They're so funny naming opening up abortion clinics, naming them after anti-abortion politicians. So we got the Samuel Alito's mom's satanic abortion clinic in New Mexico. And one of the other ones, they opened up one for Trump on his birthday called the President's Huge Tremendous. So you have to do this when you say it. And that one's
Tiny
in Maine.
hands.
But like, not only righteous, but it's funny.
It's
and
hilarious.
we have to make jokes because that's just who we are. I think the Satanic Temple in general, we don't take ourselves too seriously, and we are goofy people. And that's like an important part of it, you know, is to understand that to be serious, you have to be less serious, you know?
Absolutely. It's really a special place around here, man. Really is.
It's not just, yeah, and the funniest thing is when, like recently we had an event that was family oriented, family friendly, and it was involving the author who did the book called Gothic Baby, Rebby Hardy. People know her because of wrestling people stuff. And all these kids were playing, and we had a black bounce house that looked like a black Gothic castle. The kids are playing in the sprinklers and stuff. And I noticed that like half of the people there were not goth people. They were just like normal people. And I'm like, the Satanic Temple is finally drawing in not goth people. Like, people understand, like, it's not just for, you can dress how, you can be normie, but also, come on,
man.
you can wear a cool outfit.
You gotta wear something.
Even this, we got like the jock Satan thing, if you can rock
actually,
it like
bro,
that.
No, dude, check it. Hold on, wait.
It doesn't have to be goth.
Hold on.
What do you got, something extra?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, and this is art by Lucian Greaves, one of the co-founders of the Satanic Temple.
Yep. We got this 6 years ago, I think.
Yeah, they don't even make that shirt anymore.
No. It's one of my favorites. And if it were warmer out today, I would probably just be wearing that. But you know what? It's the second day.
Sweater weather.
It is finally sweater weather.
So
second day of
about it.
October. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening big
it's probably
time.
happening super quick for you, man.
All right, sauce number 4.
There is no sauce number 4.
I'm just kidding.
But we could be.
Damn it.
We can always revisit. After years of guiding people through Salem's darker history, what lessons have stayed with you?
I think one of the most important things that I've learned is that it's better to die wrong than to go down in history as doing stupid things. So you may feel as though what you're doing at the time you get no recognition, but like at least you're not going to be a villain in a book 100 years from then. I've learned to I live my life as though someone's writing about it 200 years later. I want to make sure that I don't make a bad history for myself.
That's a good answer. That's a very good answer. How do witchcraft and Satanism intersect with social justice and community empowerment today?
As I was saying before, like, you know, most religions have a moral drive at their core. Like with Christianity, it's the service, and with the Satanic Temple, it is the rebellion, and with witchcraft, it is the balance. Rebelling is a really important part of social justice. As far as Satanism is concerned, I think I've already mentioned a few of the campaigns and things like that. The Baphomet statue. Where with witchcraft, I think part of the way that witchcraft fights for social justice is by representing the underrepresented. So like, when I was saying about balance, we're raised to see one side is evil and one side is good. And now on the side of evil is darkness femininity, nighttime, death. And then on the positive side is masculinity, sun, the god. And you can see, if you see one side is evil and one side is good, that's like terrible. It's like the death is not evil. Embracing femininity, it's normal and important, and embracing the darkness, understanding death. That we've been raised we're living in a society.
Live in a society.
We live in a society.
We were part of a fucking meme group, and we finally said the quiet part out loud.
No, but like, so we're raised to see femininity, nighttime, and darkness as evil things. So witchcraft, embracing that side and bringing back that balance, is considered to be subversive, when to us it's not at all. It's not rebellious, and it's barely social justice. It's literally just like making shit normal to us.
Yeah, it's like all the things that you listed would be considered on the dark side or whatever. Those are all normal fucking things, man.
Like taboo.
At least to me, I don't know why, embracing femininity would be, taboo.
But you see over the years, over the past just about 2,000-ish years, I don't know what happened around then, people started to consider that, it makes, this is why we live in like this patriarchal, male-dominated society. Like, people truly believe that women are like lesser than or more susceptible to evil and stuff like that. They really believe that. That's so crazy.
Final Halloween question. What still gives you chills, and what makes you laugh about the spooky side of this time of year here?
Well, I'm not like other people. I'm a very experiential, is that the word? I enjoy my life, and I enjoy things. So I enjoy the day-to-day, and just I notice the little things, and how goofy and funny and weird and crazy it gets in Salem is something that a lot of locals kind of, they get used to, or they get annoyed with it. For me, I'm just like into it. It's just goofy and weird, and I like it.
I like you, man.
Thanks. I like you.
That's all I got for questions, bro.
And I like Satan.
I like Satan.
Look at that face.
We love Satan. Oh, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me
Yeah.
and burning our faces together.
All right, so that was the episode. That was a great conversation. I had a great time with Thomas. Definitely super interesting stuff. So if you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I'll catch you next time. Peace.